warm welcome to Pran for yet another session of Real People, Real Story. We have our volunteer, Parth Sharma, who is here to share his story. He works for an NGO that supports mental stray dogs. So we just want to understand what kind of a mindset that person is, what kind of exposure he gets, what experience he goes through it, and all that good work that Parth is doing. So yeah, Parth, welcome to our Real People, Real Story. We thank you for taking my invitation and being here and taking your time. We had a lot of volunteers who have said that this time was not suitable for them and they had classes and so on and so forth. But we have quite a number of volunteers here. We are thankful for all the volunteers who have come. So yes, go on. Over to you, Parth. Please introduce yourself and tell us what you do and what your experiences are.
Yes,
okay, Parth?
Thank you very much. I first thank Pran Foundation and all the team in the foundation that they have given me such an opportunity to share what beautiful things are happening around us.
Right.
So first I'll introduce myself. I am Parth Sharma from Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh. And I'm a fashion photographer and also a counselor. My major is photography and my minor is counseling, but it goes hand to hand.
Lovely.
It is a parallel thing. And I don't feel that this is the more important and this is the most important. Both are equally important for me. So to start with, I have done my graduation from in the photography from UK. Then I have done my Oxford diploma in stress management. I'm certified as color therapy practitioner. I've done my diploma in forensic psychology. I've done my physiotherapy. I'm also practicing it. I've done my psychology in criminal behavior and criminology. I have done my basic MBA from Berlin, Germany, from the International Business Management Institute.
Okay.
I've done my operation management strategies from Metropolitan School of Business and Management, UK.
Okay.
I'm an international certified career coach.
Okay.
I have done my financial markets in from the Yale University.
Okay.
I'm an affiliated photographer for a NGO from US, which is named as Now I Lay Me Down.
Okay. What is that?
This organization is working for the bereaved couples and people.
Okay.
The infants they lose, the new this thing they lose with.
Right.
So we give them give them with the photographs, a photo shoot, which they can heal through the photographs.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I am a member of PPA, that is Professional Photographers of America. I'm a member of Indian Professional Photographers of Association, and a lot more. This was my actually this basic thing, so you can understand what exactly I was going through.
Right.
So to start with, as you have seen, my it is completely abrupt everywhere. So I was working for everything into it. But I feel it was a concentrated channel for me, apart from the all sectors I was doing, and I did all these things. Basically, I started my this thing with photography.
Okay.
In to be specifically, this thing is called COVID, the pandemic.
Okay.
Every person was inside the houses.
Right.
And only people who were allowed were the animals.
Right.
So I did, as a photographer, I had that opportunity to roam around.
Okay.
Because I am working part-time in Discovery Channel 2
Okay.
as a photographer.
Okay.
So I had that opportunity and had that means to go around in the curfews.
Yeah, go around.
So,
yeah. A lot of people had to stay in, so you had
right.
opportunity to go around. Okay.
Right. So that very day, I saw these animals coming on the roads, and I was very much thrilled that because otherwise I haven't seen so many strays outside.
Right.
So I decided to start feeding them because these people's major thing was when the people were there, they were feeding on the garbages or
Right.
leftovers on the foods, the food. So it was completely cut off. Their means was completely off. So they started coming on the roads. So I decided to start feeding these people as much as in my capacity.
Right.
So daily, every morning in the morning, I used to get up with my mom by 3 o'clock in the morning. She used to cook the rotis for them, big ones.
Wow.
And by 7 o'clock, I used to put everything in my car, and I used to just go around the roads.
Yeah.
Seeing any strays, feed them, go ahead. So all this pandemic time, the COVID time, for it.
1 second, Parth, if I can just interrupt you.
Yeah.
Ashpurdin, can you please mute yourself?
कैसे फेंका थे कुछ पकड़ के
Mute.
हाँ
वो कुंदा नहीं लगाने वाला उसको पकड़ लिया ऐसे कॉल जीती नीचे का
Nisha?
और फिर
Thank you. Thank you, Nisha. Yes, please go on. Yes.
Yeah.
So you could go at 7 in the morning in your car and feed the dogs, the stray dogs.
So that included stray dogs, cattle, monkeys, squirrels, birds, and very rare birds also from which we cannot find easily. That is fin-tailed, fur-tailed this thing, pigeons.
Okay.
The white and brown color fan-tail pigeons, which are very rare. Then even snakes.
Okay.
In this pandemic, I had almost rescued more than 3,000 animals, birds.
Wow. That's really great, Parth. It's really an impressionable number and impressionable work that you have done.
Thank
So, yeah, please go on.
And in this 1 year of feeding time, it was just for me, it was feeding. Let's just feed them.
Yeah.
Then after 1 year, I had an habit with getting communicated, getting in touch with this beautiful people.
Yeah.
So I started going and sitting with them, having pat and doing pampering and a little bit giving rewards and all that. So they used to be very happy. So 1.5 months, years, I was just doing this. But whenever I used to come home back, and mostly before sleeping, I used to think about this thing, that why these people are, most of the people say these stray dogs or stray animals are a big hindrance to the society.
Right.
So I started working for that. What is the cause of this? Why is there so much population is growing in the society, and what exactly is happening?
Right.
So that started my interest in psychology.
Okay.
So
interesting.
then I started going to the areas where the good pack of the dogs are there. Most of the cattle, stray cattle, they are some people are there who are working for them, definitely, but they dogs are completely neglected. Other than cattle, everyone is neglected, mostly the dogs. So I concentrated one section of this, that is dogs. Then I started picking those dogs, stray dogs, as they were familiar with me because I used to feed them, I used to interact with them, so they were friendly to me. So it was
Right.
easier to me to carry those dogs to the veterinary hospitals,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
started I started taking them and sterilizing all the female dogs first.
Okay.
So at least I knew that at least the population is not going to grow.
Right.
There will be somewhere some control over that.
Right.
Then I started doing I talked with the concerned person of the person of the animal husbandry, and I request them to provide me some people who can come with me and give the annual shots, that is anti-rabies and coronas and whatever they need, all the basic shots. So they like this thing, and they definitely helped me with the people. I started carrying taking those officials to the packs wherever they are. We used to give the annual shots also, so the people around in the area are also safe, even if in case there is a bite incident or also, so at least they are protected with that. So now what happened is, after 2 years after all this, what I started doing was I opened my I just created my group for the animal lovers, for the strays, in the name of Astitva.
The name of
Astitva, existence.
Astitva. Okay. What is the meaning of that?
Existence.
Okay. Interesting.
So what I started doing is I started doing surveys in each and every lanes in the roads and areas, that how many people are there who are actual and serious animal lovers.
Right.
So now what I did, the action plan was that I targeted one area. Suppose one area I found some pack of stray dogs who they are in say as a territory, that they don't move out from that area. So I contacted those people who are the animal lovers and asked them to take care of them. In the sense, in the morning and the evening, they just have to give 2 chapatis. That's all they need.
Okay.
That is not very much for these things. So they agreed with that, and they said we will take care of that. And once I started doing this in all the town, I have started doing this. And now what the results are, the people who are feeding the area packs, they have a free guards, night guards.
Okay.
To protect their areas. So in the night, these guards, these strays, guard the whole area where they find food and love.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we do find, in Indo, there are few dogs who belong to a street. Nobody from outside can enter, and they protect the neighbors in that lane. I have seen that myself. So yes, that's very right what you're telling. Yeah. So they're beautiful. Go on.
So what we do actually do here is, we don't completely rely on we put all the responsibilities on that person of the area. What we do is we introduce more animal lovers from other areas also to the pack. Okay. So in case the animal lover, whoever is in the charge of that area, if he or she have to go out of town, or he or she is not able to do his this thing for that day, so what they do is they contact to the persons around the areas, and those people come and feed those people.
Okay.
So once introduced by other these things to the pack, they know that these people are also one of us.
Right.
So they don't differentiate this is an outside person.
Okay.
So they take it as a group and as one of a pack. So they move along with that. Then after this 3 years, there was lot of say ups and downs in my life also. It definitely, COVID also definitely affected me also. But what I started doing was ki instead of sitting home and worrying, having so much frustrations, irritations, so what should I do? So I thought that many people say go for a walk, go and sit in the nature, which is very beautiful here. As you know, Himachal is completely packed with all these
Right,
things.
of course, of course.
But initially for a week, I used to do that, but it was not working for me. So I decided, what's the other thing? What should I do? So I decided to sit with these people in the packs and just sit there and just watch them. And with a surprise, I actually knowingly, unknowingly, or accidentally, whatever it is, but I found a beautiful what you can say, beautiful connection between them.
Right.
And I started talking with them. Yeah, this is the thing I am getting irritated over because it's this thing. And actually speaking, they are listeners. They worked as my counselors that time. To be very fair, the most important thing of the counselors is listen properly.
Right.
I used to talk with them hours together. They used to sit around me just watching here and there. That's it. Sometimes I used to have a pause. Yeah, these people listening. So one of that, he used to confirm with a woof that yes, we are there. We are listening. You just keep on talking.
Right.
And this way, I found my the way to ventilate myself.
Right.
No judgments, judgments, nothing. But I started feeling good. So now this, I made a habit. Yes, go there, sit with them and see what happens.
Right.
They have no judgments about you. They don't react because you are feeding them. They don't recognize only as a person who feeds us, but they give you a lot of love. Their reflections about these things are tremendously to the T's.
Right.
So I was surprised about these things. And I learned most of these things is why there is an importance of a counselor in someone's life.
Right.
Even if the person is healthy or the vice versa, but still if the person is connected or having a counselor or once a month he is going to the counselor, it makes much more difference for that.
Right.
So that very day I started interacting with this thing, and not only dogs, I started interacting with bats. Recently, about 2 weeks back, I just rescued a flying fox, Indian bat, and he's like his wing was a little bit. He was this thing, so I treated him here. It was staying in my house, and in that these mammals are too much intelligent. They know intelligent.
Right.
They just lack of the vocabulary, the words to explain. That's what I learned, that you don't know any of the language. You are not supposed to know any criteria about it. Only one thing matters. That is the connection.
Right.
That is the openness of a person to get sorted out.
Right. Okay.
So from that very day, my completely life has changed, and even I've introducing this same treatment or therapy or these things to my students here. I take them along with me, make them sit there, make them understand, make them see what exactly the thing is, what is the scenario, why people hate these things, why we love these things, what is the difference between it, what is the view, what is everyone's angle of looking at them, judgments, and each and everything. So
Right.
now what happened is, after doing so many things, recently our superintendent of police, he approached me, and he has offered me to give some motivational speeches or take any workshops for the jail inmates.
For the?
Jail inmates.
Oh, jail inmates. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
So now I'm looking forward to start interacting with those people too.
Right.
So this was
Thank
my
you.
goal.
Thank you, Parth. This is really nice. Like you rightly said, we only are lacking people who listen to us, right? So we always talk about that in Pran, and empathy and
Right.
connection. When you have a connection to someone, that itself is communicated. So they didn't need to talk. The animals didn't need to talk, but you could express yourself. You just needed a safe space to express yourself. So that is what it is. And that's what we are all striving to do, not only from Pran, from our whole community where we are working towards mental health. This is what we are targeting, or trying to target at. But, you very, very nicely, you said that how you introduce other people in your colony to be friends with them, so that there is a safe zone or safe haven for those people, or for the animals to understand that they can recognize the other people also. So there is a community that you're building, and that is truly beautiful. But if I could ask you, so in your work that you're doing, where does the municipality, where is the corporation, what is their role in this? You are doing almost so much of good work for them on their behalf, or along with a set of people.
Yeah, actually this thing is, I think, happening everywhere, that government officials have some limits to do. For example, if you ask them to help you, they are suggesting us to create or make a NGO, register an NGO for them. Then they will be able to help them, or create a trust or something which they can help, the government could help you. But for me, what it is, the thing is, I have not gone for the NGOs right now, or the trust, because of the simple reason that the people who will be in the NGOs, who will be in the organization, would have the same set of thinking.
Right.
So it shouldn't be like that some people are towards the financial this thing, some are inclined towards other things. Some people are, I have seen, they are using the platform of this things, and creating this thing for own self. The purpose of this thing to get into the organizations is to create contacts and networking for themselves.
Okay.
So if this happens, I won't be able to concentrate to solve these things or look after this beautiful people. So for right now, what I am getting help from those officials is the doctors, the government doctors, the veterinarians. I have a good rapport with them now, and whenever I recommend someone, I refer someone, or I myself take anyone there, so they see to it that it is a first priority.
Okay. So you said last that even the veterinary doctors are comfortable with you, and they trust you, and they take your case as first priority. And before that, you said that you used to take the female dogs to at least get them sterilized or neutered, so they could, the population could be controlled. Yes, please go on. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically the government officials from their capacity right now, as much they can, they are helping me out. But only the thing I discovered was they need that assurance, they need that trust that these people are genuine, because a lot of people here also I have come through that they are just pretending to be animal lovers.
Correct, correct.
So they need to differentiate, they need to segregate those people who are actually working for those people. So
Right.
once they come to know that this person, this group of the people are really working and they are doing for nothing, so they come in and whatever they can do from their capacities, they definitely give the help.
Right. Okay. That's really nice. Thank you for that. Yes, if any volunteers have any questions to ask Parth, you can go ahead and ask questions. Anybody here who has any questions? Because I previously saw there was some chatting and things like that. So anyone has any questions to Parth? Okay, so you go on, Parth. Yes. So you said, a lot of people may misuse this opportunity and are not, really genuinely involved. So how do you, as your part, I do understand. So how many people are there in your NGO?
It's not actually an NGO, it's a just group right now. And
Okay,
what we do is whatever we, for myself, to be precise, whatever I earn,
right,
I take out 10 to 15% out of those things for only
okay.
these people.
Okay.
Now, everyone is not able to do that. Agreed. There are few people who are working with us in a very serious note, but they are not able to generate that funds to feed
Right.
those things. Some people have so many these things, but yes, definitely what we do is we gather together. We have a meeting about this, and everyone contribute for that. And we
Right.
mark those areas that this area have to be fed and to be helped. So we all together contribute. There's not single person who contributes, even though he is or she is financially better than is able to do it alone, but we don't allow.
Okay.
Everyone's contribution is a mandatory.
Okay.
So whatever the contribution is, only for maybe it is a financial, maybe it is a time giving or whatever it is.
Right. So my question was, so okay, you have this group of people. So it is, you don't get any aid from the officials or government or anything like that. It is that you are running this group by yourself, this set of people. So
Correct.
you said earlier that the officials do not want, because they don't know whether they are genuine and things like that. So
Right.
how many people are there in this group, you said?
We are now the group has reached almost 200 people in the group.
Right. So how do you control the quality of their work? How do you do this?
It's very easy because we have only one veterinary hospital here.
Okay.
And as I said, Bilaspur is a very small town.
Okay.
So what happens is even if you go wherever you are staying, even if you want to go anywhere in this Bilaspur town, you have 2 or 3 joints where you have to go through that point. So what we do is we communicate in that section, that junction.
Okay.
So what happens is it's not I have to drive or I have to walk all the way there, and we just communicate for the person who is nearest to them. And for about the government officials, what exactly is happening? We have 2-3 people here, and they have opened a Gaushala for that, for the cattles, and they are taking help from the governments. But again, the funds are not getting utilized in the manner how they should be actually.
Right.
These people have created this organization as a private this thing for businesses, for the milk or whatever it is.
Right.
So they take donations also, they take help from the government also, and yet the cattles, for the basic thing for this is for the cattles, they are not working as per they have to. So that is the reason government needs that confirmation. They have to have that this thing that these people are genuinely working this thing. So as we people are only seen every time, this is a stray, this is stray. They started differentiating the people. Yes, this person is the person who brings the strays and works for this. Now it is much more easier because this Astitva name as a Astitva member, this is very easier than to recognize with this.
Okay, nice. So we have Manish, you have a question. Please go ahead and ask this question, Manish.
Ma'am, how do we actually like change people's behavior and mindset to actually adopt more and more stray dogs? Because ma'am, it's been a fashion nowadays to go for the more internationally recognized brands. For example, German Shepherd. No, I'm not against those, but my question is that just like Sir said, like we need to like give more importance, not importance, but actually this kind of stray dogs are so much like ignored by like nowadays by us, that how do we change the mindset of people nowadays that they will try to get get to adopt more and more stray dogs instead of the internationally recognized dogs.
So Manish, if I have to just answer this question, we need to, there are more and more people today. See, we are actually here, a set of people from Prawn. We are being mindful. We are growing as a community. There are a lot of people who are becoming very mindful of this. Because you said this question, Manish, I should tell you something that I personally, I agree with you that I have bought, earlier I had a pug. Right now I have a Shih Tzu, but I myself have gone and adopted an Indie. So I have an Indie dog with me in my house. So I feel that, I should not be, I should be giving importance to our stray dogs who need a home. They need to be safe. They sometimes are abused. So to answer to your question is, bringing in more and more awareness is where you can bring. Already there is so much that everybody is talking that we should do to our Indian dogs. And there's a lot of, movement that's going, like how Parth is doing. Then everywhere, all over India, you find a lot of people. There are a lot of people coming forward to adopt these dogs also. So I think the only thing that, Manish, that we can do, how, if you ask, it's only about bringing a bit more awareness. And I think that Parth is doing. What do you say, Parth, to Manish? What do you think you should say?
Yes, Salma, he's right. What here we are doing is the action plan was like, same thing it's happening here too. We have German Shepherds here. We have even 2 Bernards, it's Saint Bernards here. But the thing is, we cannot ask people to do so.
Correct.
They need an explanation. They need that confirmation. They need to understand what exactly is. Like for this part of this all the weathers here in Bilaspur are extremes. So in the summers, it goes 45 plus. So in summers, if this German Shepherd or whatever the breed is with a lot of hairs, they are going to suffer.
Correct.
Are you giving them that whatever their needs are as per their this thing? So what we started doing is we started awareness in the town. What we do is we adopt this small pups of the strays. One of our member, whoever who wants to adopts one pet, he is able to adjust with the others.
Okay.
We feed them, we take care of them with their health and everything. I will share my few of my strays in the email. I'll send you the photographs. You
Sure.
won't be able to make it out which breed is this. They are completely
Right.
strays.
Right.
They are mixed. But
Right.
looking at them, people are coming to us and saying from where this breed you have to. I need
Right.
his people or pups or this thing. So at this moment, in a year or so, approximately, we here people are adopting at least 10 to 15 strays,
Right.
and we make sure that whoever we hand over this pet, there we what you can say is we study the family first, how these family people are, what their mentality is about, what their aspects of other animals are, how they are going to raise them, what they are going to feed, what common things they are going to. So we do a complete search on this and then let those people adopt this. So
That's
now,
really wonderful, Parth, because
yeah.
that is the criteria for adoptions for us itself, right? So when we go through, when we also counsel people who are going into adoption, we give counseling to them. So we how the government has a background check. So it is beautiful that you are doing it for your stray dogs too. That's really nice. Yeah, I think Isha Prakash has a question for you. So Isha, please go ahead and ask the question to Parth.
Yeah, I wrote my question in the chat. I just want to share something that how Manish said that there's a lot of pushback when you adopt a stray dog. I have one myself. She is now 4 year old, and she was born here in my street. And I adopted her, and she's beautiful and a lovely animal, and entirely our dynamic with our family has completely changed because of her, I would say. And when we adopted her, there was so much of pushback around us, friends and family, saying that अरे ये क्या breed है, मतलब as in ये क्या लिया, कुछ बढ़िया सा लेते, Pomeranian लेते, pug लेते, और German
Right.
Shepherd लेते. And it was so disappointing because they were not ready to see how important it is to adopt a stray dog and
Yeah.
to give them a safe space. Initially,
Right.
when they were small, they just come to our house to just eat and sleep. But then one of them died, and my dog was in danger. So initially it started as just as a safe space. कि कुछ
Right.
महीने बस बड़े हो जाए, she could live here for a few months. Then बड़े होके she'll leave. But
Right.
we couldn't do that to her. We couldn't do that to her anymore because we got so
Right.
much attached to her. And
Right.
till this date, some of the people still say कि कि कोई और breed लेके तो देखते. And
Yeah.
it's funny and disappointing. And how Parth said that कि if you take care of the animals properly, you won't even able to identify them because, like I said, mine is a stray, and we have like proper uh, schedule. Eating schedule is proper, and proper routine she is eating, and everything like it's a proper way, like how they are on streets, and she is living a healthy lifestyle compared to the other dogs. And अब there's there are people that ask us ये कौन सी breed है क्योंकि this doesn't look like a stray dog. Because
Right.
the rich fur, medicines and vaccinations, like it really changes the dogs. So
Yes. Definitely.
they are just मतलब stray dog को देख के they are saying कि stray है, but अब 4 साल बाद इतनी growth हो गई, तो अब they ask me that, ask the family that ये कौन सी mixed breed है, कि बाहर का dog है कोई, या तो it really changed in 4 years the point of view, yeah,
Right.
of people.
Ma'am,
Right.
actually, to be honest,
Yeah.
people are like people, they want to show off, just like Ishana said. Like, she's like very rare person I came across right now, because like many people won't do that. They would do it for like show off. They'll take their dog for morning walk and all. I'm not having any problem towards it. But the thing is that you should care for everyone and give love equally to everyone, right? You can't
Right.
like differentiate your dog that okay, this is the best dog ever, and you can't kick a stray dog. That means your love is very much like bounded to a very limited space of your own. Like you have created a wall of your own. According to me, love should be open, right? Like you should love everyone, every single dog, just like your dog. Maybe it's not possible to give and contribute everything, but at least show some love. Because ma'am, many people I have seen, they will treat their dog as their own child, and if they come
Yes.
across a stray dog, they will just kick them out, or they'll just do something
Yes.
very bad.
Yes.
And you approach
Yes.
them and see them, and they are like, "Ye to raste ka kutta hai." That mean that's also a dog, right? Just like your dog. So
Yeah.
like that's the thing we should change, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, Manish. It's only a mindset, and that is what people like Parth are trying to do. They're trying to bring awareness, like how Isha just said that everybody cannot bring a pet home, but when you bring it, you treat them like your family and you keep them. I think with people like Parth, I think we are on the right path where we'll be able to. Do more, and people will be able to do more and more good work and not have this kind of a bias. Yes, Iman, if you have a question, please go ahead. Parth is here to answer the question for you.
Good morning. Actually, I don't have a question. Due to the network connectivity, I missed some points, the earlier points. So, what I actually want to know about the execution of that exact program means any diagrammatic, if any have, he has or he have, they have. So, I just want to do it for the birds. Personally, I do it in my local areas for the birds, but it's not organized actually. So that's why to Mr. Parth, I have the question: how you execute totally the entire program? If any diagrammatic presentation you have, then I can ask you it for later that I can do for the birds. I feed them, I water them in my surroundings. I wish I could do for the birds in that way.
Right. But he is asking if there is any, I think any kind of a help that he can, any leads that you could give, or how do you do this? He just wants to understand that.
Yeah.
I'll go through. Just a minute. I'll go through the recording later also because I missed some points earlier. So then, if you can lead for something.
So I think I think Imam, you want to know how the program should go for the birds, right?
Right.
No. I wish I could do for the birds. I do here for the birds in my personal capacity. Yeah, I feed them, I water them, I build some nest for them. Means what is possible in my own capacity in my rooftop, and I want to do it more. Means engage more people and more area if I can cover, because means food scarcity I think there is for the birds nowadays. So if a lot of people can engage, they can survive better.
Yes, Imam. See, we started doing for the stray dogs awareness. You start contacting the people around you. See who are really interested in saving the birds or work for the birds, and the same thing what you are doing at your place. Ask those people to start with their home in the balcony, say, or anywhere, whatever. Only once or twice you put any amount of grains or water. This is much more than enough for the birds to know that we are cared here. Are you getting me? So whatever you are doing, just pass it to the people who are like you and start doing it. So it will start.
Sure.
You have started.
Yeah.
you joined, out of 10, one person will start, so that makes 2. Then these 2 people will contact more, so that these 2 people makes 4, and this difference will be done. It definitely will take little time, but have patience, it will happen.
Right.
Sure, sure. If possible, share the contact or email ID if possible.
Sure. He wants your email ID.
Yeah, by email ID, I'll Anupma, can
Yes.
I share this email ID in the
Yes.
group?
Yeah, we will. Yes.
Yeah,
We will
yeah,
give
yeah,
these
you can,
details.
you
Yeah.
can share.
When we are going to be posting this on YouTube, we will be tagging him to his social media. So all the information that needs to be there will be there when we do this YouTube, when we post it. So you will get your information from there. So yeah, thank you, Iman, for asking that question. And yes, you also continue to do your good work. So
Thank you. Thank you.
Abashuddin, can you please mute yourself? Disha, can you just mute him? Disha,
Yes, I know. I'm
can
trying
you?
to. Can't find.
हमसे नहीं हो पाएगा, ठीक है ना, हमारे लिए आप अपने कर दिए थे।
Yeah, I muted him.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so going ahead, Parth, we do understand, all your good work. We recognize all your good work, and, those questions are also genuinely asked. And we think your good work should continue. I totally agree that sometimes it can be misused. Sometimes, it can go, be used just for reasons for just to show that that they're doing some good work. Yes, but yes, you just continue to do all your good work. We are so happy that you are part of Pran and you have shared your experience with us. So I think we can now come to the end of this. Thank you, Parth. We will want to talk to you more, but we have time constraints. So we have the videos to be we'll upload this video, and everyone else in our Pran Wellness should be able to see this. I hope that you will get a lot more reach. So we look forward to chatting with you more in future. If you have any good work that you do, please write to us. We will like to know all the good work that you do, so we can also post it on social media, so a lot more people will know all the good work that you do. So thank you, Parth. Thank you for coming, and thank you all volunteers to have been here today. So we bring this to the end of this show, and thank you, and welcome you all again next week for yet another interesting session that we will plan out and come up with. Thank you, and bye-bye, and take care, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you, Parth. We are so grateful for you to be our speaker. We are so grateful that you came, and we are so happy to hear all the good work you do. Thank you, and take care.
Thank you, Appa. Thank you all the team too.